सान्द्रानन्दावबोधात्मकमनुपमितं कालदेशावदिभ्या निर्मुक्तं नित्यमुक्तं निगमशतसहस्रेण निर्भास्यमानम् अस्पष्टं दृष्टमात्रे पुनः उरुपुरुषार्थात्मकं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं तत्तावत् भाति साक्षात् गुरुपवनपुरे हन्त भाग्यं जनानां बाहुद्वन्द्वेन रत्नोज्ज्वलवलय भृता शोणपाणिप्रवाळेनोपाता वेणुनाळी प्रसृतनखमयूखाङ्गुली संगशारा कृत्वा वक्त्रारविन्दे सुमधुरविकसद् रागमुद्भाव्य मानैः शब्दब्रह्मामृतैः त्वं शिशिरितभुवनैः सिञ्च मे कर्णवीथि.
Guru Pavanapure Hantabhagyam Jananam. Namaskaram to all the Astikas. Bhaṭṭatiri now describes the nature of the Brahman and how can the awareness in the Jivatma come about that Swarupa of Paramatma. He largely adheres to the tenets of the Advaita philosophy by Adi Shankara Bhagavatpada, but also borrows various aspects of Bhakti and Bhakti Yoga, which is a later development from the other schools of philosophy. Shuddha Nishkama Dharmaihi Pravara Guru Gira Tvatswarupam Param Te Shuddham Dehendriyadi Vyapagatamachila Vyaptama Vedayante Nanastvai Lokya Karshyadi Gunajava Upasangato Dhyasitam Te Vanher Daruf Prabhedesh Vivamahadi Guna Deeptata Shantatadi. Shuddhaha Nishkama Dharmaihi, those minds which are purified because of action that is Nishkama, where the desire is not there, where there is a desireless action. Avedayante Pravara Guru Gira, and that happens through understanding the words of Pravara Guru Gira, of a very good ideal teacher. All this comes because from the understanding of a true teacher. Tatswarupam te, and that supreme nature aspect of yours, Paramatma Swarupam, Param, that which is also the embodiment of consciousness, which is you. How do we understand? Dehendriyadi Vyapagatam, that which is separate. See, when we speak of Paramatma and Swarupa, he is different from the sense organs that we speak, Jnanendriya, Karmendriya, Deham. So he says, Dehendriyadi Vyapagatam, that which is different from the body. Shuddham, that which is very pure. Akhila Vyaptam, that which pervades everywhere. Te Nanatva Sthaulya Karshyadi, your attributes which are like opposites. You can be small at the same time, large at the huge time. Purandaradasa says, Nārāyaneeyam mahato maheyana aprameyana adisidalu yashode. Nārāyaneeyam mahato mahiyan. He is small than the smallest, large than the largest. Sthaulya Karshyadi Nanatva, all these attributes. tu adhyasitam, they are only superimposed, gunaja vapuhu sangataha, because of the association or the disturbance in the equilibrium of the three gunas, which is sattva rajotamo, iva vanhehe, like those of that of fire within, mahadanuta, deeptata, shantatadi, that brilliance, that hugeness, that radiance, and all of that which is expanded, which is visible, daru prabhedeshu, and which occurs because of different sizes of food. So there is a fire that you see, which is attributed to various characteristics. Similarly, we see the nature of Parabrahman. Then Bhaṭṭatiri continues, Acharyakyādarastharani samunamilad sishya rupottarara न्यावेदोद्भासितेन स्फुटतरपरिबोधाग्निना दह्यमाने कर्मालीवासना तत्कृततनुभुवनभ्रान्तिकान्तारपूरे दाह्याभावेन विद्या शिखिनि च विरते त्वन्मयी खल्वस्था कर्माली वासना तत्कृत tanu bhuvana bhranti kantara pure dahyamane, when the forest of that illusionary knowledge. So again, this is where Advaita concept comes, where it is of illusionary knowledge, maya jnanam, that the jnanam which concurs that what you see around is a manifestation of Maya, Bhranti, Kantarapure, all that also comes because of the effect of karma acting of your Iha and Purva Janma karmas. Sputatara para bodhagnina, that fire which is distinct, as well as the true knowledge of Parabrahman. Acharyakya adharastha arani samunamilat sishyarupa uttararani aveda udbhasitena. Now, when two pieces of wood are scratched against each other, arani, we call it as that stick. So there is a spark that comes. Similarly, when the Acharya and the Sishya have the right wavelength of conversation, that spark of knowledge comes. Vidya Shikhini cha, that knowledge which is of Vidya Shikhini, of knowledge. Virate sati dahya bhavena, and that is extinguished because of the material that is to be burned. Avastha tvanmayi kalu, and that fire attaches itself to you, because that fire has to finally reveal you, that knowledge has to reveal you, says Bhaṭṭatiri. Then he continues, evam tvat प्राप्तितोऽन्यो न हि खलु निखिलक्लेशहानेरुपायो नैकान्तात्यन्तिकास्ते कृषि वदगजषड्गुण्य षट्कर्मयोगाः दुर्वैकल्यारकल्या अपि निगमपथा तत्फलान्यावप्तवाप्ता मत्तास्त्वां विस्मरन्तः प्रसजति पतने यान्त्यनन्तान् विषादान्. Evam khalu upayaha nahi, there verily is no method, nihira kleshahanehe, for the total eradication of all sorrows. Is there one-stop solution? No. What is the only way? Probably if there is one, there is only one, but there is nothing but this. What is that but this? Because Purusha Suktam says, Nānyah pantha ayanaya vidyate. There is only one path, there is no other path. So, anyat tvatpraptitaha, attaining you is the only way. Te agada shadgunya shatkarma yogaha. Like how there are medicines, 6 gunas, 6 ways, 6 paths to action. Na ekanta atyantikaha. So there is, but this, there is nothing but no other way which can bring about a total eradication of all sorrows. Krishivat, like cultivation of crops. Nigama pathaha api akalyaha. Even Vedic paths instructed in the Vedas, seem not capable. Durvaikalyehi, on account of some deficiency, some limitations in each of them. Abhi avaptaha tatphalani, even those who have enjoyed those fruits, mattaha mismarantaha tvam, become very proud. They get enjoyed and indulged in so many paths that they start enjoying, they become so proud. Vismarantaha tvam patane prasajati sati, and when the downfall occurs, yanti anantana vishadana, they undergo endless miseries when they fall again to this path of this laukika dharma. Next he continues, Tvallokadanyalokaha kvanu bhayarahito yatparardhadvayante tvadbhitaha satyaloke pina sukhavasatihi padmabhuhu padmanabha evam bhavepya dharmarjita bahutamasam kakatha narakanam tanme tvam chindibandham varada kripana bandho Kripa Purasindho, He Padmanabha, the one whose Nabhi is akin to that of Padma, He the one who gives rise to the Padma from the navel, which is Nabhi, He Padmanabha, Varada, Kripana Bandho, Varada, the one who bestows boons, Kripana Bandho, for those of them who are suffering, who are the oppressed, you are the biggest friend. Kripana Bandho, Kripa Purasindho, the one who is always an ocean of compassion. Kripa Purasindho, Kvanu Anyalokaha, which other region, which other part in this world, Bhayarahitaha Twallokat, is bereft of fear, but your loka of Vaikuntha alone is bereft of fear. Which other place doesn't have fear? Yet Padmabhuhu Abhi, because of which even the lotus-born Brahma, Parardhadvayante Tvadbhitaha, Parardha. So in the lifetime of Brahma of 100 years, we divide it into first 50, next 50. Prathama Parardhe, Dvitiya Parardhe. So both put together is a lifetime of Brahma. Bhayarahitaha Tvallokat Yat Padmabhuhu Api. Even Brahma, Sukha Vasatihi, na Satyaloke, does not have a comfortable life in Satyaloka. Evam Bhave Api. When this is the state of affairs, Ka Katha Narakana, then what do I speak? Even when Brahma is so petrified looking at a Satyaloka, what do I speak of people in different lokas of hell? So he says, Kakatha Narakanam Adharmarjita Bahutamasam, when they have accumulated, accrued a lot of papas because of their unrighteous deeds, Tat Tvam Chindi Me Bandham. Hence I request you, Krishna, please cut off all the worldly ties, that attachment that I have. Tvam Chindi Me Bandham. My bandhas, my ties, Chindi. Please come and cut them off. Then he continues, Yatarthyar Tvanmayasyaiva himamana vibho vastuto bandhamokshau maya vidyatanubhyam tavatu virachitau swapnabodhopamau tau baddhe jivan vimuktim gatavati cha bhida tavati tavadeko bhunte deha drumastho vishaya phalarasan naparo niryathatma. He Vibho, Yatarthyat, the one who pervades everywhere. In fact, what is the fact note? Mama Tvan Mayasya Eva. So again the Advaitic fact that the Jivatma is no different from Paramatma at a different level. So Mama Tvanmayasya Eva Nahi Bandhamokshau Vastutaha. As such, there is nothing called as bondage and nothing called as a mukti. Then he continues, Tu tau virachitau hi tava. It consists of two bodies. What are those two bodies? Maya, Vidya, Tanubhyam. There are two bodies, one of Maya, one of Vidya. Swapnabodhopamau. It is like the state of awakeness where you are awake, and that of dream, swapna, of dream. So there are two states. You're dreaming, you wake up, you come to reality. So it is the same body which is experienced both. So he says similarly, there is nothing called as a bonded Atma and a released Atma. When the Jnana dawns, you are that. This is what the Advaitic concept is. So he says, Jivan Mukti Gatavati. Similarly, Bidabadhe, for the one who has cut the worldly ties, Jivan Muktim Gatavati. That person who has got Jivan Mukti while that person is living, Tavati Tavat is only that much. A person who has got Jivan Mukti and a person who has not, that is only that much, because the one person has cut the worldly ties. Ekaha Dehadrumastaha Bhunte, that bound one seated on the tree of the body. Vishaya Phalarasan, we have heard of the Upanishadic passage which clearly states, two birds seated on the branch, one consuming the fruits, the other watching it. The one that is watching it doesn't change in its body type, whereas the one that is eating the fruits loses its body. The body starts shrinking. So one is witness, the other one is consuming. So this is the only difference. Both are the same. So similarly, Vishaya Phalarasan Aparaha na Nirvyathatma. So thereby all these points, he says Nirvyathatma, but it is free from all the pains as a result of this difference.
कल्याणरूपाय कलौ जनानां कल्याणदात्रे करुणासुधाब्दे कंवादिदिव्यायुधसत्कराय वातालयाधीश नमो नमस्ते नारायण 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 नारायण